Hmm. Hello, beautiful sisters. Um, okay. Happy full moon in Leo. I just wanted to share this little offering as a full moon practice for you to do today or within the next 24 to 48 hours in honor of the full moon and working with this energy. So, just like a little brief overview is that right now, the full moon is in the sign of Leo, and full moons are this accumulating point where all of this energy, and this is my interpretation, has been accumulated. So it's reaching this fullness. It's reaching this point of fullness that's like, I don't know how much more we can take. That's how I think about it when I think about full moons. And that's why I feel like when once we get to a full moon, they say like weird, crazy things can happen. Like people start to go crazy, more people end up in the hospital than any other time of the month. Um, yeah, there's just like this, it's because the energy's getting heightened and it's intense and it's reached its peak. So, one of my favorite astrology apps, it's called Chani. I have it open right here. Um, this is their brief little description on the Leo full moon or the phase of the moon right now. So it's a full moon, a time that corresponds to peaks, culminations, and heightened activity and feelings. See your projects to the finish line, but remember to rest and nurture your system amid the buzz of the moment. The moon sign is in Leo, so believe in your radiance, create from the heart, roar if you want to, then boldly, bravely trust in your ability to lead. So when you look at the zodiac wheel, Leo is the fifth zodiac of the wheel, and it rules the fifth house, which is associated with self-expression, with radiance, with children and your inner child, with and when I think of Leo, I think of taking up space and allowing yourself to shine like the sun. And Leo cares so much about its heart space. It's like, think of the inner child just has a really, really big heart and it wants to radiate and it wants to shine that heart. That's Leo, Leo the lion energy. Um, so this is a beautiful time for us to shine a light on our own inner heart and our own inner child and call them forth and be with them. Leo is a fixed sign, so there is a part of Leo that wants to maintain tradition and it wants to be the shining light that warms the earth and the planet and others and grabs their attention through creativity and pure, authentic self-expression. So, I'm going to invite us to do a little journaling practice for this full moon, and I will um, share my computer audio and just grab a journal if you have one. Well, grab a journal and light a candle if you have one. I chose green because green resembles the heart chakra, and Leo is such heart energy. But you can use any color. Orange or red would also be appropriate, but any color. Leo's a fire sign, so this is beautiful and perfect. And it just helps for me make it feel like, okay, the candle, the fire, the flame is holding space for me to do this reflection work right now and creation work right now. And it just makes it feel like ritually. Okay. So go ahead and grab your journals. All right, so just for like the first 5 minutes here, we're gonna let ourselves just brain dump. Just get it out on paper. Just literally write anything and everything that comes to mind without processing it too much. Do not like judge it or critique it or think I shouldn't write that or say that. Like literally say the things you want to say and everything, but also like just like you're dumping it out. You're purging right now. We're creating space. So there's no good or bad or right or wrong. Just allow yourself to dump on the page. Okay? Oh my goodness. Hi. How are you?
Mm, I'm good. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Um,
Hmm.
how's it going?
Good. Is it just us?
Yeah, it's just us. I was like, I'm gonna do it anyways, and I'm just gonna record it and send it in the little group thing, but you're here.
Yeah, sorry I'm a little late.
Not to worry. I was literally just about, well, I just like spoke on the astrology and then I just lit a little candle and was gonna do a journal practice.
Ooh, okay, let me grab the
Are you
journal.
available for that?
Yes. Oh,
Okay, cool. Yay. All right, I'm gonna grab my water. I'll be right back.
okay. First, that's a journal, baby. Yeah.
All right, so as you find a journal or candle or whatever feels good, it, there's no such thing as perfect. So literally whatever. Um, I'm just gonna quickly give you a breakdown of the astrology that I just like shared, which is like right now we have a full moon in Leo, and Leo is like the zodiac sign of creative expression, of creativity, of your own inner child and your own inner flame and your heart essence and radiance. And that light that just so deeply wants to shine and be seen in its in its light. Like when you think of an inner of your child or a kid, it like so loves, as we know, attention and wants to be seen in their radiance, in their essence, in themselves. And that's Leo energy. And so that's our focus. And um, that's the little brief that I'll give for right now. But how I was wanting to start the journal practice was first just allowing ourselves to just like literally brain dump to kind of like clear and release whatever came before this. Um, as it is a full moon, it is a time of like heightened activity and we've kind of reached a peak and so it's the perfect time to let things go. So I was just gonna play like a song for 4 to 5 minutes and we can just like journal without thinking, just like, you know what I mean? Like stream of consciousness. You're just journaling without thinking or judging or analyzing it. We're just journaling to journal. How does that feel? Okay. Amazing. Cool. Let me know if you can, do you hear anything? Okay, cool. We're getting there. Actually, I'm gonna hi. Okay, so just kind of wrapping up the brain dumping. Whenever you're ready. Okay, great. And then the next part of the practice that I want to invite us into is, again, it's going to be really journal focused today, but I want to also invite us to do, before we go into the next journal question, to practice lion's breath. Have you practiced lion's breath before? Okay, so it's like a yogic practice, and you can sit if you have space, like crisscross applesauce, or I like to sit like on my knees and then have my hands like this, kind of like paws like a lion. Like you're kind of thinking of like a lion sitting upright. And then literally the practice is you have your shoulders back, your spine is nice and long, your pelvis is like as even as you can and as even on your sit bones as you can. Sternum is lifted slightly. And you're just relax. And for the actual lion's breath, you'll inhale through the nose. And then you'll exhale with your tongue out and you'll exhale a ha sound. So this is what it looks like. Ah. And this practice is really fun because you're like extra encouraged to make the weirdest face you possibly can and like scrunch it up or make it super wide. The the benefit of this practice is to help release stagnant energy in the body, to help create some heat in the body and movement and flow. And it can also just like naturally bring in this like silly confidence, which is super empowering and it's feels very fitting for the Leo full moon. So I'm just gonna invite us to do like 3 to 5 of those breaths together. Okay. So breathing in through the nose and exhaling for lion's breath. Ah. Good. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling, sticking out the tongue. Ah. You can even shake the head or shake the body if you need to. We'll do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Ah. Inhale and exhale. Ah. Inhaling through the nose again. Holding at the top. And exhale for lion's breath. Ah. Really just inviting everything to go, shaking the hands. Taking anything off of you that you don't need. Sleep it off whatever. So self-touch is super powerful. It's very comforting to the body and the nervous system. And when we like intentionally give ourselves that love, that moment of awareness, and we are consciously like releasing what we don't need, it really does help create space in the body. Ah. Okay, and just continuing to breathe. Beautiful. Now inviting us to put our hands on our hearts in honor of the full moon being in Leo. As we connect to this heart space, our heart chakra. Just feeling whatever is alive here without any judgment, analyzing, just feeling. Noticing. And I invite you to greet your heart with your own hello. Feeling your heart beneath your hand and feeling your heart with your own breath. And feeling this undeniable connection. Inviting gratitude into the space and inviting your own inner child to the forefront and online. Thinking about your inner child and what used to make her light up with joy. What made her jump up and down? What got her excited? What made her smile and radiant? And just fondly admiring that and feeling that. However long it takes to feel her, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. But just knowing that she's invited and welcomed here. And I invite you to create the vow or the intention that this practice is in honor of not only yourself today, but for her. And that you really invite her to be with you in this journaling practice. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, just kind of opening your eyes, but to yourself, to your own heart. And then I like to bless my body with an internal kiss by kissing my fingertips and placing them on my head and letting that rush down my body. Okay, beautiful. Taking in that beautiful orange, golden light, whatever color it is for you. And when you're ready, I invite you back to your journal. And there's going to be a couple more little journal prompts. And this one, I really want you to invite your inner child just like we did the last brain dump, I would like you to invite your inner child to do like a quick 3-minute brain dump herself. Like she's talking and she has the opportunity to get it on paper, even whether she can write or not. Like, what does it look like drawing? Does it look like words? Whatever feels right for this moment. And I'll play a little background music as well for this. Mm. And then continuing on with your inner child writing, like what if she could write what makes her really happy, what brings her joy, kind of like what we thought about earlier. What are they? And then another question that I would like you to ask her is would she like to be when she grows up? What would she say? And then asking yourself now, what is one or two practical ways that you can honor what lit up your inner child or that honor what it is that she wanted to be when she grows up? Like, how can you honor that in your daily life now, no matter what it looks like? Like, for example, I used to always want to be a singer, so I can promise myself I'm going to sing every morning, or, I'm going to sing at least once a day and allow myself to really feel it. Okay. And now kind of saying thank you to the inner child and kind of letting her go. And I mean, she'll always be with you, of course, and in our spirit and in our hearts. We thank her. But as we tune into our adult self and ourself now, and we get honest with ourselves, I guess first we can write how that practice or just tune in made us feel, just noticing. And we already made a promise to our inner child of what we can do going forward to honor her. And as an adult, we can maybe see where is like our inner child taking the lead right now. That's perhaps not in the most healthy way. Like, where is it that I'm feeling like I need to be seen and I need attention? Like, need it. It kind of in like in a way that could actually be detrimental to my relationships with people that I care about the most. Like, where is it that I'm seeking external validation rather than giving that to myself? What areas of your life do you feel like I need my parents to approve me in this, or whatever it might be? Illustrating. And then when you're ready, kind of flipping that and asking yourself, like, where can I see myself here and love myself in these places? Where can I give myself that love that I desire? How can I be my own cheerleader in this theme, in this aspect of my life? Okay. And can you hear me? Okay. Okay, cool. Um, so another really beautiful but also potentially challenging thing about this already full moon because it's in a fire sign and it's fixed energy, and so it's like full of itself and it knows itself and it's bold and it's brave. The other thing about it is that it's in a square, a direct square to Uranus, which is the planet of disruption and potential chaos because um it brings freedom, it brings change, it brings revolution, it brings all that is new, and it rules like technology and things like that. And so and it has to do with Aquarius energy. And so it cares about moving forward and propelling at a fast pace in a way that serves the whole entire collective. And Uranus right now is in Taurus, which is like a grounded earth sign. And so, and it cares about the material realm and it cares about feeling good and safety. And so that leads me to ask or want to ask the question like, okay, in what ways does me honoring my own self-expression and creativity have the potential to impact and influence others or create some sort of like shift in the collective atmosphere? Like, how does me honoring my own expression, Leo, affect the whole collective, which would be like Uranus? Like, how does it create a shift or wake up in the entire collective? And how can that be of service to the whole? How can welcoming change or disruption, or me embracing and breaking through my own fear of expression, help serve and influence and impact another in the positive and negative ways? Like, and not in good or bad, but just like in all of the ways. Does that question make sense, or do I need to reiterate? Okay, great. Because ultimately, we want to be of service by sharing our expression or until we influence others. Okay. And so I feel like there'll be just two more questions. Okay, cool. So the last two, it has to do with like, what is it that I need to let go of or release this full moon, this cycle, this part of the season? What is it that I need to release and let go of in order for my authentic expression and my heart to lead the way? What do I need to release inside of me or not to lead the way? And then I don't remember the last question right now. So if it comes back, I'll ask it. Okay, so I remember the last question. And the last question is, what do I need to cultivate within myself? Who do I need to become to lead with my heart and share authentically? And what traits do I need to embody? Hmm. And then whenever you're ready or once you have that with yourself, just let me know. I am coming back into this space, so take your time. Yeah. Amazing. Well, in the last few minutes, if you're open, this is being recorded right now. If you want me to stop recording, I can, but just like let me know in the chat. But if you're open to sharing, and I'll share too, just like those last two pieces, like what it is that you want to release, and then who you need to become or what you are curating in your within yourself and in your life. If you're open to sharing those, I'd love to hear them.
Yes, I don't mind sharing. Um, okay, I put I am releasing the stories that I tell myself. I'm releasing the need to feel worthy at the expense of myself. I release the years of conditioning and heart blockages that were built over time to reinforce the cycle. And then I wrote, who do I become now? I think that was your question. I will now cultivate my heart center to tear down all blockades that were built. I will now reassure myself with grace and love of who I already am now. I will now tap into the connected feeling I have with Mama Gaia to grow and expand the unconditional love of the Divine Mother, which is a mother's love that I don't have to earn or search for.
Mm. Thank you. That last part though is so good. Like my whole being's just like got really excited. Like I feel my inner child's like, yeah, but it's not even just my inner child because my adult self is just like, you're so right. Like I feel you and I'm with you. That's thank you. Such a beautiful declarations for yourself and really, really beautiful reminder that I'm grateful you shared into the space that like the mother's love is not one that you have to like do anything to earn to receive or gain. So thank you so much, Brianna,
Thanks.
amplifying in those prayers. Mm, yay. Okay, and for me, what I was writing down, what do I need to release for my authentic expression and heart to lead the way is judgment, any sort of like self-judgment or those thoughts that come in that are like somebody's gonna think this or this person's gonna think that or whatever, which is not my business and also doesn't have to be true. Um, but yeah, just like judgment in general, I have to really work on releasing judgment because I know whatever judgment, yeah, I know I'm just releasing judgment. I don't want to say too much about what I know there because our words are powerful and I'm like, okay, well, let's just say we're releasing judgments. Okay, and I'm also releasing hard shells, like the hard walls and shells that I have placed around my heart and that I've built out of fear or hurt or pain or shame, and that I actually need to welcome and feel my heart all the way through. um, and let her know that it's safe. And I'm releasing fear of what others may think or say, or projections of what I think may happen, and releasing attachments of what it should look like, or how, and the timing of all of it, and how I should feel, and how others should respond. Just like releasing all of that completely. Yes. Releasing all of the shoulds, and then who I need to become to share my life authentically, or what I'm opening arms is like embracing the unknown, and I need to become a woman who trusts and knows and loves herself first and foremost, who validates and loves herself like that. The outside, it matters, but like it doesn't matter. Like it all we already know. And so I need to become entirely accepting of myself, like entirely accepting. And um confidence. I wrote confidence because I get to be confident, and trust with myself and the universe and life, and that it is good, and that God, Goddess is, and I am good. Like, I get to trust that it's beautiful. And I get to become a clear channel and feel lighter within my body, and I get to embrace change, and and I get to be a woman who moves forward rather than, yeah, because we're releasing the attachments and the stubbornness. So, yeah, embracing change and beauty and all those things. That's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yes. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey, like, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we're doing it. Thanks for witnessing me and like holding me in that as well, and amplifying those declarations for myself. And yeah, for holding one another accountable. I love you so much. Thanks for spending a bit of your full moon day with me.
Of course. I don't have anything else going on.
Perfect. I'm gonna stop the recording really quick. Thanks to
Okay.
everybody who watches the recording. Happy full moon vibes. Mean that to you. Bye.